Dahan, the all burned, all offered. From that all offered yajna, the following things are also got. We see what they got. Rajaha, that means riks. You know, Rigveda, each stanza is called one rik. That means the mantra in Rigveda. So, these fellows, Devas, they have prepared also the stanzas of the Rigveda. We'll see how they prepared. Then, Samani. Samani means plural. Samas. You know Samaveda? We said there are 4 Vedas in the beginning. The first is called Rigveda. The stanzas are called Riks. The second is called Samaveda. The stanzas are called Samas in it. The mantras. That is the esoteric side. Now here we are taking the word meaning Samas. Jagire means prepared. And so from it these Devas got the stanzas of the Rigveda and also the stanzas of the Samaveda. See, peculiar fellows. From the fire they brought them. And Chandamsi. That means the plural of Chandas. Do you remember the word? Chandas? Yes. This one.
Yeah.
The measure and the meter. So, they got the syllables and the wonderful meters of the Vedic composition. Chandamsi means chandases, plural. That is the meters and the measures. It's plural of the word chandas. Therefore, Chandamsi means the meters and the measures of syllables. Tasma, again, from that. This means same word. That is from that all burnt yajna. From that. That is the above said yajna. Jagnire, once again, prepared. The same word. So, these fellows, the Devas, they prepared also the chandases, that is the meters also. So they have prepared the Rigveda hymns, the Samaveda hymns, and their meters, and their syllables, and their accents. Everything, including the printing press. We'll see where from they got it. And finally, Tasmat, again, from that. That is from that yajna. Yajur. You know Yajur Veda? We said that there are four Vedas. One is Rigveda, the second is Samaveda, the third Yajur Veda. So, they could compose the stanzas of the Yajurveda also along with the meters and measures and could print it and get it in the form of a textbook from that file. So, Tasmat, from that Yajus, that means the Veda called Yajurveda. Also, Ajayata. Ajayata means? Sorry, Ajavaya, correct. Ajavaya. Huh? So next Ajavaya. Sorry, here. Ajayata. The next one is Ajavaya. This is Ajayata. Ajayata.
It's a good controller in the background.
Yes. Ajayata. One word, the total. That means born. So the ages are also born from it. The total import is from that all-burnt yajna, these devas could get the Rigveda, the Samaveda, and also the meters and the meters, and also the Yajurveda was born out of it. That is it. Take down the translation and then I'll tell you how they are born. From that all offering yajna came out the rigs, that means the stanzas of the Rigveda. Within brackets you can note down the stanzas of the Rigveda. The samas, within brackets, the songs of the Samaveda. The songs of the Samaveda. And the chandases. The chandases. Within brackets, the meters. The meters and the measures of the passages. The meters and the measures of the passages. Close the brackets.
Okay.
Yes. Full stop. From the same yajna, full stop. Next. From the same yajna, the yajus, within brackets, the stanzas of the Yajurveda. The stanzas of the Yajurveda, brackets close, are born. So, we have a set of people working, writing, composing, printing, publishing and selling in this age. Now, you have seen previously the esoteric aspect. The Rigveda has what is called the Rig, or the trill of the vocal cords. The trill which is produced in the vocal cords, which produces. So, from this yajna, these devas produced the vocal cords, the trill, and the voice, and voice producing the apparatuses of the living beings. Producing apparatus. That means they taught them how to speak and talk. They asked, Sava? And they answered, Vya. So they taught them everything. But before that, the voice should come from the previous step. So they could not say Vya. They wanted to say, therefore they have produced the second one, is the Sama means. Do you remember the song of life or pulsation of life? Sama means the song, which means So they gave them the respiration according to the law of vibration. Now they could respire and say, speak. So these devas gave respiration to every unit of existence. The song of life, or the breath. They gave the voice, the expression and the utterance. And then they produced chandas, that is, the meters. First they produced the one-syllabled meter called ayam in everyone. They called it Om. That is the totality of the utterance of any existence. Let it be a cosmos, a universe, a solar system, a planet, or an individual. The self-expression, the total life expression from beginning to ending, called the one-syllabled meter, or I am. The single-syllable meter first. Then they produced the two-syllabled meter. That means the birth of objectivity. So they could teach us the consciousness of I am and you are. That is two. That is called objectivity. The creator and the created. Otherwise there was no creation. Immediately, the moment there was creation, there was already the creator and the created. So this two-syllabled meter they produced. That is represented in the Vedas as so means he is, hum means I am. So when they give
from the breathing, so and hum.
Yes, called the inhalation and the exhalation of creation. Both put together, the respiration. As long as the form exists, there are the two states. And in the science of mantras, it is figuratively said, when you remove the form, what remains is the one syllable, Om. These are called the forms, the consonants. If you remove the forms, there is only the one syllable meter. As long as there are forms, there are two syllables. And then the three syllable meter. What is it? The subtle principle, the grosser principle, and the product are the sun, or creation. Father, mother, and son, represented by heaven, earth, and man. Or in the language of the scriptures, this is consciousness, this is matter, and the product is
Force.
yes, force expressing the whole thing. Force. It is called this three-syllabled meter. That is nature, God, and creation. God as father, nature as mother, and creation as child. It's called the three-syllabled meter. And then the four-syllabled meter. Which you have seen yesterday as the four-headed creator. The creation in four stages. This is called in the ancient scriptures the sacred three and the non-sacred four. Or the three higher principles, the sacred three, and the 4 lower principles, non-sacred 4, are the trinary and the quaternary, the triangle and the square. All these things are discussed and given in the proper order in the opening pages of the secret doctrine. The opening chapter called Proem in the secret doctrine of Blavatsky. Just you open the first page, you will find all these figures and their mystic explanation. And then the 5-syllabled meter, that is, the 5 beasts we said are the 5 states of existence: space, fire, air, water, and earth or solid. Earth. They are called the 5 states of existence. In Sanskrit, they are called the 5 bhutas. Bhuta means a state of existence. State. In 5 states, they exist. In the Old Testament, they are called the 5 beasts. The 4 beasts grazing the 5th. The 5 beasts. The 4 beasts eating the 5th are space. And also the next stage, the 5 seeds of awakening. Seeds of awakening. The individual awakens into the universe through 5 seeds of awakening. They are sight, smell, taste, hearing and touch. Sight, smell, taste, hearing and touch. And they produce the 5 senses in the microcosm or the individual. They produce the 5 senses into which the mind awakens. So this is called the 5-syllabled meter and its application in the text of creation or the book of wisdom. Then there is what is called the 6-syllabled meter. The 5 with the fellow inside, who is called mind. And then the 7-syllabled meter. The 7th being the real I am in you. The 6th being the false I am in you. This is what we have seen in Patanjali Yoga Sutras lessons last year. The positive I am and the negative I am. The one who is conditioned by the environment, the negative I am. The one who is shining into the environment from you, the positive I am, who is called the Lord or the Ishvara. Lord. The positive I am is the Lord, whereas the negative I am is the slave or conditioned fellow by the environment in us. Both are there in us. Like this, the meters are produced by those fellows, peculiar fellows, the Devas. And also, the next, they produce the meters of what we call the measures of time and the measures of space. So here we get the divisions of time from the minutest part of the second to the eons and eons of ages, yugas, mahayugas, and millions of years of these solar systems. That means they imparted the capacity of measuring and counting to each ego. So, from this sacrifice, they produced measures also, meters also. And to count all these things, there should be what is called the Yajurveda. So they said, no, something wrong, we have to produce another thing. Then they produced Yajurveda. What is it? Do you remember?
No, really.
No. Yajus means, or Yajurveda means, you refer to the first day lesson.
Yes, the plan.
The lesson which we had on the first day, first page. The plan means the cosmic mind. Plan means mind. So on the surface of the cosmic mind, all this happens. So they have printed all these volumes and gave to us. If you are not too tired, we will go into the 11th standard. Fatigue? Perfect. We will go to the 11th. Tasmat Ashva Ajayata. That's the second line. Ye ke cha ubhaya datah gavo ha yagire tasmat jata ajavaya tasmat ashva ajaya ye kecha ubhaya datah gavo ha jagire tasmat. Tasmat jata ajavaya. You know this fellow. Tasmat means from that. Ashva, if you take it out, becomes Ashva. You should end an H in the ending when you split up certain words, because this is the original form and that is the form after grammar. Ashva, horses. The fellows brought forth horses from that sacrifice. Big horses to ride. Ajayanta, born. You see, from that sacrifice, horses were born. Ye means those, relative pronoun. Ke means some. The word ke means some. That means some of those horses. Cha, you know this also. Ubhaya, both. Dataha, having teeth. So horses came out of that drama, ritual, and some of them had only one row of teeth, whereas others have both the rows of teeth, upper and lower. Some horses had only teeth on the upper side. Some had teeth to the lower jaw also. So these are the normal horses, those are the abnormal horses. Gavo, then split up it becomes Gavaha. Gavaha means bulls and cows. Bull and cow. Mr. and Mashur and Madam. Bulls and cows came on. See? Tasmat, from that Jagire, got. Or prepare. Tasma, from that. Ajaha, one word. Yes, another word. Avayaha. The word ajaha means sheep. If sheep. Avayaha means goats. So, plenty of milk and food. There were cows, there were sheep, there were goats, and there was much of sheep and much of food and much of beef. One word. Ha. In Sanskrit means exclamation. See how wonderfully they have come. That is the meaning of the word ha in Sanskrit. You see, sometimes when going, the Kumar says ha. That means how wonderful the driving of Rudolph is. Ha means exclamation mark in Sanskrit. Like twice true. 3 times it is true. They're triangular. Now, take down the translation. I will tell you where from these fellows have come. Horses, cows, bulls. Yata, sorry, born, same. Yata, born. This word is that. So, the word meaning. Then the horses were born. From that sacrifice. Some of them fished up. Some of them had teeth to one jaw, teeth to one jaw, and the others
How do you make it short?
jaw, yes.
Thank you.
And the others had teeth to both the jaws. Full stop. Also, the cows, the sheep, and the goats are born from this yajna of the Purusha. From this yajna of the Purusha. Don't forget his name is Purusha, the person. Now, about the horses and all these beings, zoo. So there is a full-fledged circus nearby. There is one. This side. Here, the horses wings, that is the symbol. The fires, the various fires. You know how many groups there are? 49, 7 square. According to the Vedic hymns, the fires are 49 in this creation. It is also given in the cosmic fire. First there was one fire, the original fire, and he had his son, and he had his son. That is how the scriptures say. And they had their children. They had their children like that. He gives a genealogy of fires in the scripture, and the total is 49. If you are interested, I will send you the names of the 49 fires and their relationships from the scriptures. Without the names, you have all these fires in the book, the cosmic fire.
There are nothing names in.
Not names, because even without names, the book has become that much. If we include these
There are
names,
only the three basic fires. Cosmic fire.
yes, the father is the cosmic fire, then the son is the solar fire, and his son is the fire by friction. So they have their own children, they don't keep quiet. They have their own families and multiplications, and they have their own children. So there are 49 in all. These are called the Ashwas. Ashwas. That is horses. Horse is the symbol of fire that is working in the biological kingdom. That is what we call the vital substance or the etheric substance which we talked of yesterday. It is said that the wife of sun god was once disgusted with the fellow husband. He was always going. He never stands anywhere. Therefore, she left him and came down to earth in the form of a mare. That is a she-horse, a female horse. Then the husband became homesick and he felt like seeing her. So he became the male horse and came to the earth. And the result is the birth of